Good morning, dear students. Welcome to our new video. In this video, we will discuss the exercise 1.2. Now, here a question is, which of following are examples of null set, right? Which are the examples of null set? Now, dear students, before going to say which is a null set, we must know the definition of null set. Null set is a set having no elements within it, which is called as the empty set as well. So the question is set of odd natural numbers divisible by 2. Now here question is set of odd natural numbers divisible by 2. Now here we have to collect the odd natural number which is divisible by 2. Now as we know that every odd number is not divisible by 2 and every even number is divisible by 2. So the set of odd natural number divisible by 2 is null set because no odd number is divisible by 2. That's why it is null set, because we don't have any elements which belongs to this set. That's why it is known as the null set, having no elements. Moving on to next, x, set of x is natural number and x is less than 5 and x is greater than 7. Now dear students, here question is we have to take the natural number x which is less than 5 at one time. At the same time x is greater than 7. Now dear students, tell me, do you find any number which is less than 5 as well as greater than 7? Is it possible? Definitely it is not possible. So there is no such number which is less than 5 and greater than 7. So it is null set. Okay. Moving on to next, set of even prime number. Now dear students, we know the prime number. Since 2 is a prime number, we know that 2 is included in the category of prime number as well as it is even number, right? So 2 is prime as well as it is even. Hence set of even prime number is not a null set because 2 is included here. Okay. Any set having only singleton element is also a set which is not null set because it consists of one element, right? Now the next question is, which of the following set are finite or infinite? Next question is, we have to tell that which set is finite or infinite. Finite set is those set in which we can count the numbers. Okay, we can count the numbers present in the set. And infinite set is a set having numbers which are not easily countable. Okay, so we will discuss about this finite or infinite set and where to categorize them into finite or infinite set. So question is here, set is given 1, 2, 3 continue up to 99, 100. Set is given. If you watch this, the elements starting from 1 and ended up to 100. So set consists of number from 1 to 100 which are countable. As I said, it is countable and it is finite in number. Okay, starting from 1 it comes to 100, so it is finite and countable. That's why we can say that it is finite set. Hence the first example, A, the set 1, 2, 3 up to 100, it is finite set. Right. Moving on to next, this set consists of 1, 2, 3 continued. Okay. Now in this set, dear students, the number starting from 1. Okay, the set consists of number starting from 1, but it is in a continuous form. Okay, do we know what is the last number in this set? As we have found here 100 as a last number in this set, here there is no such number, so the process will continue. This 3 dot known as the continuation symbol, so this number is, this set is uncountable because that continues, it is in a continuous form. Hence the set is infinite set. Okay, because it is not stop at one point, that's why it is infinite set. Next question is a set of lines which are parallel to the x-axis, right? So set of lines which are parallel to the x-axis. Now dear students, we can draw how many lines which are parallel to x-axis? 1, 2, 3, 4. Correct. We can draw infinite number of lines which are parallel to x-axis. Okay, as we know, we can draw infinite number of lines which are parallel to the x-axis. Hence it is correct, it is infinite set. Very good. Next question is, are the following sets are equal? Give reason. Now dear students, how do we say that the two given sets are equal? Now dear students, we can equate the given set if their corresponding elements are equal. Okay, if sequence is also different but the elements are same, then we can say that the given two sets are equal. If the sets are different, we cannot equate the given two sets. If set A consists of 4 elements and set B consists of 4 elements, but all the elements are different, so we cannot say A equal B. Moreover, if two elements of set A is equal to 2 elements of set B, then also we can't say that the two sets are equal. Here the point is, number of elements from set A must be equal to number of elements of set B. If A consists of 3 elements, so it must be equal to 3 elements of set B, right? Now here A consists of x is multiple of 10, and set B it is 10, 15, 20, 25, continue. Now dear students, if you observe carefully, set A, it is all those x which is multiple of 10. Means this set consists of all those numbers which are multiple of 10, wherever set B consists of 10, 15, 20, 25 and so on. Now it can be seen that 15 belongs to B. Here 15 belongs to B, but 15, does it belongs to set A? Correct. It does not belong to set A because 15 is not multiple of 10. Very good. So we cannot say that as it is not multiple of 10, hence we say that A is not equal to, correct, A is not equal to B. The condition violates here, as we say that A is set of all those x which are multiple of 10 and set B consists of 10, 15, 20, 25. So 15 does not belongs to set A, hence we say that it is A is not equal to B. Moving on to next, students. Here the question is, write down all the subsets. Okay, write down all the subsets of following. Means, dear students, here we have to mention whether the given set is subset of how many sets, right? So it is clearly known that phi is subset of every set. Phi is known as the empty set or null set. Null set is subset of every set, right? Now here first is set A. Now here the subset of A. Now tell me, what is subset of A? The set itself A. Set A is subset of itself and phi is subset of the set A. Therefore, the subsets of A are A and phi. Now dear students, one thing you have to always remember, that the set itself and phi is subset of the given set. I repeat, the set itself and phi are the subsets of the given set always, right? Now next is set A comma B. Now here the subsets of AB are, tell me what are the subsets? Phi comma A comma B, set B, set A, set B and set AB. Now there are 4 different sets which are subsets of set AB. Phi, then A, then B, set A, comma set B, comma set AB. Next is 1, 2, 3. Now set 1, 2, 3 is the subsets of the set 1, 2, 3 are phi, set 1, set 2, set 3, set 1, 2, set 2, 3, set 1, 3 and set 1, 2, 3. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 subsets of the set 1, 2, 3. So here you can easily verify the results according to this. I request you, please go through the definitions which is given in our book, textbook. Follow it, read all the definitions very carefully, because based on those definitions we have to solve the exercises. Okay, so I hope you understood this. Please keep watching the videos, because this will keep the exact track of your exercises, and you can solve the exercises which is given in the textbook. So keep watching and keep practicing. So we will meet in our next video. Till then, it's goodbye from me. Thanks for watching. Thank you.